There are few names more recognizable in the high-end gaming peripheral space than Razer. For over 15 years, it has produced some of the most acclaimed mice, keyboards, and controllers on the market. But in 2011, Razer introduced its own gaming laptop, the ultra-thin Razer Blade, and showed the world that it had aspirations beyond accessories. Now, the company is preparing to launch its most ambitious product to date, the Edge. The Edge is a Windows 8-based gaming tablet with the same processing power as a mid-range gaming laptop, capable of playing just about any modern PC game. It's unlike anything else on the market, and cramming that kind of performance into a tablet is a feat of engineering and design. The team responsible is the Systems Product Group, who for the last 3.5 years has been secretly developing new and upcoming PC products in Razer's San Francisco labs. In 2011, the team began with the earliest manifestation of the Edge, a rough idea for a gaming tablet that would go beyond touch controls with its Wiimote-like controllers on the sides. That concept was called Project Fiona. To learn more about its evolution, we sat down with the head of the Systems Product Group, John Wilson.
When was the aha moment for the Edge? Where did it just say we want to build a tablet?
How many weeks before CES? I mean, we bandy about ideas incessantly, and so we're always trying out this thing and that thing, and literally just why don't we attach controllers to it? Instead of trying to get around this UI problem that tablets have, let's just invent our way around it.
Project Fiona's debut at CES 2012 generated a ton of buzz, but it was purely a concept. And unknown to the public was the product of only mere months of development, born from foam models hand-carved by senior industrial designer Francois Lane.
We'd brainstorm, come up with ideas, and then sketch a lot, talk on the phone, and then after that, we start to make those models. This is probably 4 months before CES 2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really rapid kind of evolution.
And I mean, the thing is that at the time it was a concept. So we have no idea if it could be a real product at the time. And so it could be much quicker to develop a concept than an actual product. So this is the first stage, as you can see. And we're testing basically sometimes basic shapes to see, okay, how good does it feel? How thick is it? Because we wanted to try to make them as minimal as possible. So this is very, very flat. And then, so this is a very early stage, or things like that. This is even earlier, actually, where
Wow.
they're folding. Yeah, I mean, this is real. We learn a lot with things as rudimentary as this, or on this one, which is another idea, like this sliding, rotating.
Wow.
But you learn from that.
Yeah.
So, for example, like you have a controller that could maybe slide behind, that could be magnetically held behind the tablet. We thought about that. We thought about tons of different things. And then, of course, we make decisions based on constraint, what's possible, what's not, etc., etc.
There was a lot of iteration to that product. When it was shown as a concept device, it was truly just that. We took an approach that we thought was a little crazy, but something that we thought would be exciting, and we had no preconceived notions about whether they would come off, whether they would do anything fancy, or whether somebody would be willing to carry around a product with them that showed that they were a gamer.
Project Fiona was met with acclaim from fans and media alike, and the interest it generated was integral to the fast-tracking of its development. But one thing was clear: the permanently mounted controllers had to go. Razer gathered feedback from the community and press and went back to the drawing board to figure out where to take the concept next.
Okay, so we don't want to do the controllers on the side, we want to take them out. How do we solve that issue, or was it always the idea to have this kind of suite of different applications?
No, I think the idea evolved slowly. This is like a concept car. There's an idea, there's an intuition at Razer to do this thing at CES 2012. We do it, and then we see the reaction. And we started to understand, they were saying it was a bit weird. It was nice, but it was a bit weird to have handles permanently attached to it. And so we started to think, yeah, there's a product there, but we cannot leave the handles permanently attached. And that's how we started to think about this idea of making it modular and being able to snap different accessories on the tablet, which is the computing unit. And yeah, it's a lot based on our intuition and also a lot on what the fans were saying.
But despite the drastic differences between Project Fiona and the final product, the two share common DNA. In the months to follow, Razer would repurpose many of the design concepts of Fiona for the Edge.
What we do at Razer, and you're probably not going to hear that much, but We don't design things to look cool. We design things to make sense for the user.
First and foremost.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like all you see is based around constraints and making it work. So for example, if you look at this detail here, you would say, why is this open here? Well, it's just that we have the speakers on the tablet here. And basically, you have the sound coming in this shape and shooting towards the user. And so it looks like a design detail, but it's actually based around a function. And everything on this product is based around pure function.
But not all ideas had an immediate solution. To pursue its vision of a tablet with a range of modular accessories, it had to figure out how all of the pieces would work together.
This is new. Like, we had to invent this thing, and there was like probably easier approach than doing this thing. But what we wanted to do is that once the tablet, so when the tablet is alone, basically, it's a tablet. It's a nice tablet, as you can see here, like the Surface, the Microsoft Surface. But what we wanted is that once this tablet is in the gaming controller, it looks like a single product. It doesn't look like two products put together. It looks like it's a single thing.
The biggest challenge of all, however, was the tablet itself. As the first Windows 8 tablet to ship with a discrete graphics processor, Razer would have to figure out how to cram many of the components found on a full-size notebook into a compact tablet form factor. And more importantly, it had to carefully balance performance and battery life without negatively impacting its portability.
Is our purpose to go and put out the most powerful device possible? Is the expectation of our user that they will get no higher frame rates on any other product and any other product class? And so again, I'll talk about this crowdsourcing again to be able to sort of get that answer from the people where they say, you know what, I don't want this product to be twice as expensive so that I get 10 more frames per second. Make it practical and make it affordable, make it something that gives me excellent performance.
Through fan feedback and constant internal debate, Razer came to a solution. And as the Edge's launch approaches, it's proud of the final product. But it's also looking to the future, how it can improve, and where the gaming tablet category can go next.
There's a lot of stuff that we know we can do better in the future, but that's sort of a function of development cycles. That's a function of when technology is available and ready for use.
Our expectations for this project are like extremely high, and that's why very late we were thinking, is it right? We're not even sure it was completely right until the end. And I wish we could do much better in the future. That's how we do. We dream about things that are impossible to do today, and we hope for the future that we'll do it.
As Razer prepares to begin shipping the Edge to customers, the systems product group is ready to move on to its next big project. But one thing's for sure, Razer is just getting started.